I'm Amy. I'm living chrysalis, and in normal times, I just do makeup videos, occasionally discussing some moral or social issues that I may find within the beauty community, but these are not normal times. However, some of the issues that we're dealing with now still touch the beauty community, so I want to talk about that. This is Queen Bee. Hello. So first here, yay! Awesome. Okay, actually, I'm not going to monitor the chat from here yet. Anna, hello. So nice to see you. Make sure you subscribe. Share it out if you like. Come on, your girl needs watch time here. I'm not too proud to beg. Golden coin, hello, my darling. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to wait for a couple more people to come in here. And I'm going to reach over here and grab the charging cord. Jessica Raid. Oh, awesome. It's so nice to be rated. And Jessica's so cool. Oh, okay. Yo, yes, Kelly, hello. Yay! All right, hopefully we're gonna get it popping today. But before I get into the main discussion, I'm gonna go ahead and prep my face and just kind of see how everybody's doing. Face, yeah, I have a face. Rating my butt, I'll take it. Take it, my butt's plenty big. It can handle a lot. Awesome. 10. We got 10 in the chat, so we might as well get started. Excellent. I love this so much. This is so cool. My last few chats have been really, really small. Oh, I'm doing okay. Renee, hello. I've been, yeah, mostly I've been dealing with endometriosis. I hadn't had a reason to deal with that in 11 months, and then we've got the return of the Mac here, so that was not fun. But I'm feeling a little more human today. I was kind of queasy this morning, but I think I'm all right. So I'm ready to talk because what's been going on with employers and as far as they're treating their employees during this, especially hit home for me today. How was I woken up this afternoon? Let's talk, or was it this morning? I think it was this morning. Oh yeah, girl, endometriosis is no joke. It is no fun. It is absolutely no fun. So I was woken up this morning, by a phone call from my supervisor. Now, she had previously been told, she'd previously been told and conveyed to us who work for the after school program that we were getting full pay through March, which I did get. That did hit me, and then we were going to get half pay for April. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. And if I'm not saying hello to everybody, it's because this fades, but I want to look up a couple things on here, so I'm not monitoring the chat with it yet. Yeah, so I get a call today, and no, I've been expecting to get half pay all month, which still isn't a lot because it's only part-time. I mean, the job's from 2:30 to 6 on weekdays. But now that's gone. Yes. Apparently the board met and decided that that's not going to happen. So I'm underthrilled. Get this glowing. Hello. Thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah. So now there's like half of a month's pay that I'm not going to be getting. Oh, you got gutted like a deer. Oh, I wish I could. I wish I could. They did do a zappy thing on me. They took my appendix while they were at it too, because I was having a lot of problems on my right side, and I'd been to ER a couple times, suspecting it was appendicitis. So I know I won't get appendicitis. But yeah, so now there's like a couple weeks worth of money I won't be getting. So yeah, it's not great. And getting woken up with that really sucks. Plus, um, I did file 2019 taxes so that we could get the payment from the government, which is apparently um, the words. It's apparently an advance on next year's tax refund. So that's going to wind up being paid back by all of us that are getting it, as to the best of my knowledge. Oh, and get this. Here's something that really sucks as far as this crap ass package they did. Oh, they dumped what, like $12 trillion into big banks and big business. And they're cutting each adult a $1,200 check. But here's the problem. If an adult is dependent, we don't get anything for them. If your dependent child is over the age of 16, then you get 0 for them, which just sucks. So we have 3 adults in our household, and we're only going to be getting 2 checks. Oh, Robin doesn't think we pay that back. I thought it was in advance, like the prior stimulus thing. Hang on a second, my husband wants something. Yes.
It was about $1.5 trillion for the banks, and
it was $1.5 trillion. Okay,
yeah,
my mistake.
And I don't remember how many billions, but
well, I denies everyone first. Kara C, hi, so good to see you. Kara C's, they're paying for disabled children up to age 25. Well, my husband's the one who's disabled. My kid isn't disabled. He's 18, but he's still in high school. And he's never had a job. And even if he did have a job, he'd still be dependent on us. I filed a tax return for him, expecting that he would be getting something. I wound up just saying he got $20 from Household Chores. Oh no. Shelly said for her endo, she had to go to another doctor for a second opinion. He hurt her so bad her dad had to carry her and took her to another doctor. Oh no, it's terrible. Unemployment denied you. Well, apparently now I'm going to have to apply for unemployment, which is just going to suck. Because, okay, I was working very part-time at an after-school program, and I've been off a lot for medical leave, and I substitute teach. So, I mean, I did get a letter of reasonable assurance from them, but I didn't know I was going to need it, so I just chucked it. It's so bad. I got woken up with a new set of worries. Oh, Kara says she and her husband applied and approved for Canadian Emergency Relief Benefit yesterday. They're so grateful for their government. Right, because you guys are self-employed. And apparently there is supposed to be expanded unemployment for gig workers and such. So I don't know if maybe my substitute teaching would come under that. Get This Glowing says, if you live in Florida, you pretty much can't get unemployment because it was set up from the rip for you to be turned down. Yeah, I saw that. Okay. People in unemployment will see the money next check. Awesome. Let's see. Where was I? Oh my gosh, Kara. Yeah, I think we'd all like to be Canadian right now. Yeah, I'm going to apply for unemployment. Definitely. Kevin Hart, hello. Yeah, I've been seeing that at Anna. I don't know what happens. I don't know if I need to start doing these at a different time, but my 9 o'clock's been going really well, so I get hesitant to change the time because I can even catch a few UK people, the insomniacs. Okay, so let's talk about Sephora versus Ulta. UK, you're being looked after mostly. Yeah, of course. But, here apparently at any government spending that actually benefits human beings is bad. Don't get me started. I'm so disgusted with just the whole thing. Oh, good. You're going to get an emergency small business loan? Awesome. Oh, thanks, Mama Vapes. Oh, whoops. I think I put a little too much of the darker shade here. So if my face winds up looking a little darker than it's supposed to, well, I got distracted. All right, let me try this. That's because I'm just trying to use up this MLM stuff anyway. Like back in the day, Mary Kay changed their foundations and took away the one that matched perfectly. So, oh, well, just mix these two together. Yeah, not the same. Cheap bastards. Yeah, that's amazing. Yeah, I think we're all jealous right now, Kara. Really. Oh, the other thing is because our income has been really irregular for a long time. I've defaulted on my student loans. So even though the tax returns I just filed for this year would total, oh gosh, like $4,500. There's no guarantee I'm even going to get it. I I just I just called to check today, and apparently they do have um, an offset against my account, but not my husband's. Yeah, I got to run it down this time because it doesn't match. Hi, Kathy Juliana. So I'm going to have to call the Department of Education tomorrow and find out what I can do to keep my money in this issue. Now, yes, do pick each other up. We've got some new people in the stream tonight, and I know they're working on their subscriber count. Oh, wait a minute, Jessica, you just ordered some MAC Foundation stick and bottle. Can't try it. Yeah, actually, MAC had some pretty decent matches for me, like N4, N5, just kind of depending on the season, because I usually like to match my neck rather than my cheek. No, Kelly, no, there was a huge nurse walkout in Detroit. Oh no, that's terrible. Yeah, let's talk about that. We've got hospitals that are in this crisis, they're cutting staff pay because they're not getting an influx of the regular elective surgeries with easy payment. With easy payment. So here's my question: why? I mean, if anything, these folks should be getting hazard pay. I'm just gonna throw this lipstick on. Not anymore. Yeah, the hospitals are empty because people are staying home, so they're not getting in car accidents. People are afraid to go to the ER for things that are normally emergencies. There's probably people dying of heart attacks at home because they're afraid to go to the ER. Michigan hospitals ready meds are packed. Oh, I bet. Yeah, I think people are avoiding the hospitals as much as possible, even if they really need treatment. Like for me, I'm going to talk with my doctor, but I'm suspecting that I'm not going to be having my surgery this summer. Or, I mean, if anything, if anything, I'm thinking that it's going to be delayed ridiculously more. Real clauses for hazard pay, can you still be employed? For hazard pay or for unemployment compensation, Joy, they're two different things. Oh, yeah, a nurse in Flint just died. Yeah, I saw that. And I think a couple in New York have done it too. Okay, yeah, for hazard pay, it's really up to the employer unless it's in your contract. Um, oh, and that brings me to something interesting. Ulta, apparently, while they've closed all their stores, um, they are paying all of their employees through mid-month. So like I think it's through April 15th. And then they're going to reevaluate from there, which makes sense. And they've given their warehouse workers a $2 an hour pay bump, their distribution center. So that makes me very comfortable ordering from Ulta if I decide to. Oh, Anna, okay, thank you so much. And I hope we'll see you again. Subscribe. Hit the bells. Yeah, so I was really thrilled to read about that. And when did I look that up? Did I miss something that poor mom said? Poor mom, I read about a bunch of nurses walking out of a nursing home and locking all the elderly people in there because there was a confirmed case of coronavirus. Get the hell out of here. Really? They should all go to jail. They should all go to jail. You don't do that. That is terrible. Wow. What the hell? I mean, as far as I understand it, isn't the US like basically handling this epidemic the worst out of every industrialized, first world country? And isn't our response just like the absolute worst, the most fractured, the most fractious? Where you've got the president of the United States telling the vice president not to take calls from the governor of Michigan. That young woman in Michigan. Yeah. What the hell? What the hell? Government, and I've been saying this forever. And here's what you got to understand. My college major was political science, but it was a subsect of political science called public policy. That's what my degree is in, public policy. What has always just baffled me when it doesn't annoy the crap out of me are these people that in the US that hold business people up to some almost godlike standard. Oh, they're job creators. Oh, well, you need a business person to run for office, to be in charge because they get things that no, they don't. No, they don't. Not the objectives for running a business, the methods for running a business are very different than the ones that you need in public service, in dealing with public policy, in caring for people. And that's why I've objected to privatizing most government functions. Now I've been against private prisons all along, because when you introduce a profit motive into the prison system, then you wind up with corruption and neglect and mistreatment of inmates. And that's something you see all the time. I mean, there was a juvenile judge in Pennsylvania who was caught, thank goodness, and convicted But this judge was sentencing juveniles for relatively minor offenses to juvenile custody. Why? Because he was getting a kickback from the owner of the business that ran that juvenile jail. This is why you don't privatize public functions. And I've been just absolutely outraged. Oh, what are people going to do if they're told to stay home another month? Oh, thanks, Kevin. I picked it up from like a Facebook group. Yeah, they should all go to jail. Those nurses that walked out, absolutely. Kerosene says, Cheeto sets the tone and he crowed about it being a hoax for ages. Yes, he did. And now, of course, he claims that he knew it was a pandemic before anybody else did. He's so full of shit. You know, y'all know I try not to swear much on my channel, but, you know, sometimes there just isn't another way to properly express oneself. Get This Glowing says, yes, we're kind of worried because we don't know what's going to happen with jobs for certain departments in the hospital. She works in radiation and oncology, so they're putting off everything they can. Exactly. Yeah, poor mom. There's going to be a lot of lawsuits, but you know, how many of them are going to be wrongful death? Now, are we going to see manslaughter convictions out of this? Out of the nursing home walkout? My husband's just standing there nodding. See, this is why you should come in some of these.
Well,
we get popping.
I have to look like a person. No, I'll.
Why I don't?
Well, you're beautiful. I'm ugly.
Shut the fuck up. Yes.
The president, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I can understand some people's rationale. I understand some people had a rationale for voting for him, and there are policies he's pressed that I can say, okay, we had a legitimate problem with illegal immigration. Okay. That was.
It's like, we get your point.
But at this
Yeah.
point, the man's incompetence, his temperament, I do not know how anyone can say this guy should have another 4 years. He is constitutionally incapable of admitting error or flaw or a gap in knowledge, and that is terrifying.
Yes,
when
it
you're
is.
talking about someone who controls a nuclear arsenal. We have here a man who announced while in another country next to a dangerous enemy nation, Vladimir Putin, I do not trust. I don't trust my own intel people.
Yeah, that gets people killed.
Can you imagine the discussions that went on all over the world
in every intelligence community? Oh yeah, yes.
I mean, it just and his followers just will not concede even the most glaringly obvious, true, irrefutable fucking criticism about the man. No, this impeachment had nothing to do. He was not distracted. The man knew, as did the rest of the world, nothing was.
We're back on. Let's continue the rant, my love.
Or you say something innocuous like, not even with malice. I'm a person, I cannot wish suffering on another person. I try very hard not to do that. I mean, yes, there are. I
try less hard.
Yeah, there are violent pedophiles out there. Those people, yes, I feel. But Donald Trump, I try very hard not to want him to suffer. So, without even any confrontational intent, I said, look, the man is terribly unhealthy. He's 100 pounds overweight, and again, his supporters will come back. No, he's not. He's the healthiest president we ever had. Wait a minute, healthier than
Oh, my joy.
George W., who ran 3 fucking miles every single day. Healthier than him? Healthier than Barack, who exercised every day? Yeah, it's just nonsense. It's and I do not understand.
You're right. Get this going. This is not going to be over by Memorial Day. Go on.
No, it's not going to. And
no, it's not.
Yeah, I do not understand what is going on with his followers. And the evangelicals who follow him, that they're following their leaders. They've bought into this insane notion of Christianity that if you're rich, it's because that's the way God wants it. And if you're poor, you must be cursed. And they've bought into that because that makes a lot of money. I mean, look at the way Joel Osteen lives.
Okay. Well,
So,
yeah, some of my people are Christians, so can you lay off that, please?
no, I'm a Christian. I consider myself a Christian, and I've read the Bible in just about every version. I've made a major study of its history, and at no time and no place does Jesus tell people, "Well, you should be rich."
I know.
Yeah, that's how you're going to be blessed. Indeed, he says the exact opposite. All right, he says, don't build up treasures on earth.
I know.
Right, so
Okay, and stop knocking on my table. It shakes up my phone.
it's a bit of a habit. Yes.
Love you. Go away now. Okay. Yeah, joy is everywhere, Ari-chan. Yeah, this is not going to be over by Memorial Day. There's no way.
By the end of the year.
I'm questioning whether it will too. And it's oh yeah, my husband has lots of boys. We talk quite frequently. We're both, and for a long time he didn't, he wasn't following politics. I would basically, he would ask me about something and I would just tell him what.
Yeah,
And then
got me a smart woman.
And then he would vote as I told him to.
Well, that was my depression times.
I know, darling.
Yeah. I'm thinking about going on a news diet again, but
Yeah, it's so important though. It's hard. Okay, so let's see. Shelley asking, did anyone hear the president ask if his company was going to get stimulus money? I'm not surprised. Yeah, Joy, that's why I got married at 37. It was really hard to find someone who's my equal. It's, especially because a lot of men get intimidated if their wives are smarter than they are. And
beauty fades, the dumbest forever.
exactly. But my dad used to say quite proudly that my mother was smarter than him, but my dad was no dummy either. So, well, is no dummy. My dad's still with us. I know, Robin. I'm trying to get him to come on with me. He's self-conscious about his looks, which I don't freaking understand because obviously he's not fugly because I married him. Girl's got some standards here. So I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Carla, hi, how are you? So good to see you. I haven't seen you in forever. But yeah, so, but what's really frustrating is there's no good comprehensive, do his makeup. I want to do his makeup, yes. I'm going to have to buy a foundation for him because his skin is more beige and mine's ivory. So, but yeah, I'll pick him. So, Jessica, okay, awesome. But yeah, I intend to do his makeup. You know what? I'm going to do his makeup when I qualify for monetization. Let's say that. I'll make him do that. I'm 500 hours short, guys. 500 hours. So if y'all can just, run some playlists, like when you go to sleep, I'd appreciate it very much. Oh, but don't mute it in YouTube. I mean, you can turn your speakers off, but don't mute it in YouTube or the time won't count. Yeah, I am 500 hours away from going into review. I'm so excited. Oh, hang on here. Get this glowing says, I know we spend so much time on Canada and it's embarrassing. Exactly, Robin. Exactly. I was in the middle of a sentence there, wasn't I? But has anybody noticed that President Trump is essentially trying to dismantle everything that President Obama did? I mean, okay, we've got, for instance, he revoked the DREAM Act, essentially. Let's see. Be the Difference Clothing says, I'm glad I caught this talk. I was watching an economist talking earlier on IG. She was saying gold is the way to buy. Yeah, right. I'm too busy buying toilet paper. Thank you, Ms. Queen V. Let's see. Thanks, Melissa. People are more angry at Trump than the people that voted him in. I have friends in Michigan, which was a swing state, and it wound up going red. I had friends that voted for Jill Stein. I'm still mad. I mean, I don't tell him because there's no point, but I'm still mad about that. Yeah, I know. I don't know what's going on tonight. And yeah, get this going. I'm absolutely terrified that he's going to be reelected. He started doing that the second he started calling the White House's address. Gross. Use plants? Yeah, Bitcoin is pumping. I just don't have any extra money for anything like that. And especially now, I mean, my plan. You're just going to keep your mouth shut. Yeah, I mean, I'm not buying gold or anything. I don't have the money for it. I have to do things like buy food and, keep my internet on. Exactly, Robin. If he didn't spend his election and his presidency undermining. And here's the thing, Shelley, is there are actually nepotism laws, but they're getting around it by not paying the kids. You can all live off one meal a day. Yeah, that's true. Especially me. I've definitely got some room. I'm apparently half custard. So yeah, I'm just starting to take that in hand again. And but yeah, it's just so infuriating. So now I'm going to have to apply for unemployment, and I have no idea whether I'm going to qualify or not. I have no idea whether I'm going to be able to talk or otherwise convince the Department of Education to let me have my refunds. Because I have to file some back taxes too. Oh, Robin doesn't hate Trump. He's just a figurehead, but she's annoyed by the supporters. I can't deal with either. I mean, the problem is it's his. If Trump himself were just, dumb and inexperienced, but relied on an experienced staff to help him, I would be okay with that. I mean, even W did that, and he was dumb as a box of rocks. But Trump's not even doing that. Anyone who's even remotely competent, he's getting rid of. It's all just a giant grift. And I don't want to insult his at least initial supporters, because some of my best friends voted for him. Oh, what, me, Robin? I mean, no, it's, and it's, yeah, you lost your job too. Oh, that sucks. That sucks. But I mean, it's just, and I didn't mean to get this all into Trump. Let's blame my husband about that. But the way that this crisis has been managed, or excuse me, mismanaged, is, comes down. It comes down to Trump disbanding units at the CDC that Obama had put into place, and that is dangerous. Yeah, and that is my main problem with Trump himself. Is that he does not surround himself with the best people, and that is my concern. He doesn't like to, apparently any criticism, anything is, and that's what worries me. I mean, if you surround yourself with yes men, then what you're going to get is a disaster. And that's what he's doing. He's surrounding himself with yes men and women. And that's the problem I'm having, is he needs to be able to hear from the other side. Yeah, I'm not against conservative views, and some of my views may actually be a bit considered a bit conservative. But yes, Robin, exactly. I would never support the idea of anyone being better than others because they make more money. And that is the problem with the current American mindset. Hi Zach, how are you? Is that we're putting our values in the wrong place. Um, I can't say that, Golden Coin. I've been seeing evidence all over. The problem with it is it's very easy to catch. It's much easier to catch than the normal flu, and also it absolutely destroys your lungs. And those are the issues with this. So I don't have a problem with the necessity of the shutdown. Trump, let's not go there because it's not everybody. It's not everybody. There are, I don't want to go there. Okay, I really don't. We can keep it. Let's try to keep it friendly. We're all supposed to be in this together, so let's try to stay there. But there are some things that he's done that that I've agreed with, that my husband's agreed with. We're not just anti-Trump to be anti-Trump, but he does have some severe personality deficits. Exactly, Shelley. This should have been addressed much sooner. And if he hadn't disbanded the infectious disease unit at the CDC, probably in part because Obama put it there, and he does somehow seem intent on undoing Obama's legacy. Oh yeah, oh definitely. But good luck getting China to accept any responsibility. From what I'm seeing in some of the press, I can't verify it, but I'm seeing that they're calling it the American virus. Okay. Golden Coin. Many professionals are saying it's something causing an influx of exosomes produced by our bodies instead of coronavirus. I've never seen that. I would have to see that and verify the veracity of the source. Because, unfortunately, not every source is credible. Oh yeah, they knew about this. Oh, absolutely. They knew about this and they did little to nothing rather than jumping on it early. In contrast to President Obama's response when Ebola broke, he sent people over to Africa and mostly dealt with it in Africa. So we had very, very few Ebola cases here. Yeah, Shelley. I can't disagree. It's about, and the part that annoys me is sort of the blind faith, the inability to accept any criticism of the president that annoys me. Not that some people support him. I get it. They have issues that are important to them, and Trump speaks to those issues. I get that. I do get that, and like I said, some of my friends are among them. But when someone can't accept any criticism of the president, that's when we run into a dangerous mindset. And that and actually Teddy Roosevelt warned about that. Real Chicks TV says, all I would say is this: the virus was known about in January. Both parties were preoccupied with something else in January. Yes, that is true. However, here's the however. Congress wouldn't have anything to do with any virus response other than allocating funds. That's all Congress would have to do with it. And as far as anything in the administration, they knew darn well there was going to be no conviction. I mean, come on. The Senate didn't even allow witnesses. So that's why I cannot accept that as any excuse. Trump, there was plenty of time to golf and you're saying the focus needed to be elsewhere on the virus, and I see your point. I see your point, but the thing about any high level administrative post, whether it's the president of a company, whether it's the president of the United States, governors, you have to be able to handle multiple issues at once. And if you can't do it, then you need to get the hell out. That's my problem. That's not an excuse. And I know, like a lot of us in our own lives, are, we get focused on one issue and let something else slide. I do it too. But the problem is that the president of the United States has an administration, people who have departments that handle certain issues and then bring them to his attention. So he doesn't need to be researching everything. He needs to have his people do it. And then he needs to listen to what his people say and act on it. That is what a leader does. They delegate and then they listen to the input from the people that they've delegated to. That's how this is run. It's not like he's doing all of his own research. No. The problem with him closing out the infectious disease team is he didn't, there wasn't enough input and enough happening early enough to stop this. Night, Zach. Thank you. And again, I'm not coming up with my position, on the president's responsibilities from nowhere. My degree is in public policy. This is my field. People in other countries tell me, you get in the U.S. We all tried warning the U.S. that was coming and no one took us seriously. Sad thing. I've been told this numerous times. Good night, Zach. Golden Coin asks, if I had the power of the president, how would I ensure protection of my life? Well, that's what the Secret Service is for. Is that what you mean? The Secret Service is a part of the Department of the Treasury. Real Chick says she's married to a politician. He's been an elected official for 33 years. I know how the game is played. I'm a talk show host and broadcaster. Really? I would love to see that. So then Trump shouldn't have had to pay any more attention to it other than taking taking early briefings and making some decisions to take early action. China took way too long over that. And yes, they dismissed the doctor's findings at the start. Absolutely they did. I'm furious at China for that. And it's understanding that the whistleblowers were disappeared for a while.